Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in last video we saw how to use the control flow statements or flow control statements, and we used some of the examples we used if else statements and elif statements. Like the program that you are seeing on the screen, we have learned how to use those things in the last video. So we also wrote one Python script to understand the flow control statements, and in this video I am going to talk about while loop. So what is while loop and why we use it? So if we want to execute a block of code n number of times until a certain condition is satisfied, we use the while loop. So let's see an example to understand the things better. So this example contains a variable called password, and the password is set to blank string. It is empty string. It is nothing inside that. There is nothing inside password right now. So then in while loop we are checking the condition that whether the password is not equal to abc123 or not. If the password is equal, that means if the password is equal to abc123, the while loop will stop. So until the password is not abc123, the while loop will continue executing. So after the two dots, you can see after abc123, that is called colon. Whenever you type two dots or the colon and press enter in VS Code, you will see that the following line is automatically indented. So 4 spaces will be automatically there to indicate that the following line is the block of code that we want to run inside the while loop. So the password, we are taking input, we are taking password as the input. So from the user we are taking this input. So after the user enters the correct password, then only the while loop will stop, and until the user enters the correct password, the while loop will keep on asking the user to enter the correct password. So this while loop will keep on executing till the user enters the correct password, and whenever the user enters abc123, which is the correct password, then the while loop will be the while loop will be stopped, and the print statement will be executed that logged in successfully, that is outside the while loop. This print statement is not inside while loop. So let us see this by an example. So what I will do is I will open the VS Code, and as you can see I have created one new folder. You can do this, you can go here and click on open folder. After going to open folder, you can select any folder of your choice. I have selected this basic Python folder. So let me increase the font size so you can see everything better. So I think this font size is okay. So now let me create one file. I will name it as 01 while loop. So after I create this file, I will do exactly as the example we saw just now. I will declare a variable password and assign it to an empty string. Then I will run a while loop. Then I will take the input from the user. Remember, as we are taking this input in the form of string, we are not using int function to convert it, because we are taking string as an input. So by default Python takes input as string, so we do not need to convert it to any other format. So here we will type enter your password. After typing this, what we will do is we will come out of the while loop. Like, we will not use these 4 spaces, we will just use this line. Right under this we will just use this print statement right after this line. So what I will write in this print statement is logged in successfully. So let me write and then I will explain. So what is actually happening is that this while loop is checking for the password is not equal to 123 or not. So here the password is blank, so it is not equal to 123. So what it will do is it will come inside the while loop, it will execute the block of code, that is the input statement, and it will take the user input. If the user input is same as ABC123, then again this statement will go to this condition and check. After each statement this condition will be executed, so it will check if it is same or not. If the user enters ABC123, then it is same, so this condition will return false, so the while loop will be aborted in this case, and the print statement will be executed. So it will come out of the while loop, and in case the user enters the wrong password, then the while loop will continue running until user enters the correct password. So let me execute this program and show you the output. To execute a program, just you can click this play button here and let us wait. So it is telling to enter the password. I will enter the wrong password here, like 123. See, it is again telling me to enter the password. Let me make it bigger. So again I will enter wrong password. Again it is telling me to enter the correct password. So here now I will type the correct password and see it has logged in successfully. So this is how the while loop works. So now we will go back to our slide. So we saw this example how it works. So next we will see while loop with break statement. So we will so what actually we are doing is that we are running the block of code n number of times in a while loop, but if at a certain point we want to come out of the while loop, what we will do, we have no other option apart from using the break statement. This break statement will exit out of the loop whenever a particular condition satisfies. So let's see an example. So here I have taken an example I have extended the previous program only. So what I have done is I have taken counter as the example, counter equal to 0 and password is blank. So what it will do is it is doing as the previous example, it is checking whether the password is equal to 123 ABC123 or not. If the password is not 123, the counter will increase by 1. So previously the counter was 0. After the user enters the first input, the counter will be equal to 1 and the counter will be keep on increasing. So if the counter is equal to 3 and the user is again typing the wrong password, then we will print that the account is blocked and we will execute the break statement which will exit out of the while loop. And if the user managed to type within 3 attempts the right password, then we will print that the login is successful. So let me show you this example by writing the code. So what I will do is I will open the editor, and here I will remove this and I will type everything from beginning to avoid any confusion. So here I have assigned password as an empty string, and I will assign counter that is equal to 0. So now I will run a while loop and check if the password is not equal to abc123. If the password is equal to abc123, the while loop will stop. So what I will do is I will take the input from the user, telling him or her to enter their password. Now what I will do is I will increase the counter by 1 to check the number of attempts the user has, the number of times the user has typed the password. For every time user types the password, the counter value will be increased by 1. So at the starting point the counter value is 0. Whenever user enters a password, the counter value will be 1, then 2, then 3, like this. So if the counter value is equal to 3, we will break the while loop. To do that, what we have to type is we have to tell user that his or her account is blocked. And then what I have to do is I have to type the break statement, and I will include another if statement to check whether the counter is less than or equal to 3 and the password is equal to or the equality operator, that is equal to abc123 or not. If both the conditions satisfied, we will print that the user is logged in successfully. So this is what we have to do. So we are not typing break here. You might ask why we are not typing break here. We can type break here, but it is not required because this whenever this statement gets qualified, and then again the while loop it reaches this statement, then the password will be automatically equal to this one. So while loop will stop immediately. So break statement is not required here. So let me run this code. So it is telling enter your password. So I will enter my password wrong 3 times. It is telling account is blocked. Then what I will do, again I will run this program, and again I will type wrong 2 times, and third time I will type correct. It is also telling that account is blocked. So I will type the password wrong 2 times, and third time I will write the password correct. See, now also it is telling the account is blocked because it is equal to 3. So what we have to do is, after typing 3 times, the third time I got the password correct, but it is also telling that the account is blocked because this if statement is getting executed. But we don't want that. We want this statement to be executed only when it is greater than 3. So we will change the code and we will run the same thing. See, now it is printing the account is logged in successfully. The user has been logged in successfully. So this is how it works. So I have told you the break statement with the while using the while loop. So now let me tell you something more. So what I will do is, I will take another example that will use the continue statements. What the continue statement will do is, it will here as you can see, I have taken while to be true always. So while will execute indefinitely. So we have to use some statements to break the loop, otherwise there will the execution will be indefinite times, and it will cause an error. So what we will do is, we will ask the user to enter his username, his or her username, and as the user enters the username, we will check if the username is equal to John or not. So if the username is not equal to John, what the continue statement will do is, continue statement will again pull again go back to the while loop, starting of the while loop, and it will start looking, and it will again print enter your username until it reaches here. If it reaches the until the user enters the correct username, the while loop will keep on executing. So this is the use of continue statements. The continue statements will not proceed further until the user this condition is satisfied. So if the condition is satisfied, we will break out of this loop, and we will print hello John, the username. So let me show the example to make things little bit clear. So I no longer need this code, so I am deleting it. So what we will do is, I will type while, then true, then what I will type is, let's do not type the print statement. What I will do is, I will take the input, and inside the input only I will type the message, enter your username, this will take the username, and after that if statement will check if username is not equal to John. If the username is not equal to John, then the loop will start again from the beginning, and if the statement is equal to John, then the loop will break, and once it comes out of the loop, it will print hello John. So this is the code. So let me run. So okay, so this console is getting full with text. So let me clear this one, and so that you can understand better. So what I will do is, I will pull this up and see. it is telling to enter the username. So I will enter my username Shubham, and it is still telling to enter the username because of the continue statement. As it checked that the name is not John, so what it did is it again roll back to the beginning of the while loop, and again it is telling to enter the username. Now I will type John, and see, it exits out of the while loop and prints hello John. So this is what I wanted to share with you today, guys. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the like, share and subscribe button, and share it with your friends if you found this tutorial helpful, and I will meet you soon. Sorry for the delay. I have been not posting videos for I think about 2-3 days now, and I got little busy with my work, but I will keep posting videos whenever I get free time. And that's it. And please check out my website also for written tutorials of these videos. Every time you don't need to watch the videos, you can directly check my website and you can follow the steps from there, and you can write your own program according to your wish. So it will be faster according to me, rather than watching the whole video again and again. So please like, share and subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon so that you get notified whenever I publish a new video. And also check my website, https www.shubhamb.com, and you will find a lot of Python related tutorials there. So that's all, guys. Thank you. Bye.